Alright. Hopefully that I didn't crop anything off by accident. Minutes.
Welcome to the Saturday evening edition of You Don't Know Jack, The Ride. It's much more Saturday-ier than other editions. Now, how many people will be playing? You're alone by yourself. That's great. Thank you. Are you a first-time rider? Splendid. Glad you had the courage to play again. Now I will ask you to type in your name. Go. Wonderful. Thanks. I need to remind you that your buzzer is the letter B. Enjoy the ride. See you at the bottom.
You don't know Jack!
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack, The Ride is sponsored by Mother's Little Helper. Keeps you sedate from morning till late. And don't forget Daddy's Little Helper. Tell the kids Mommy and I are just wrestling. And now, here's your host, Cookie.
Hey there, welcome to the game.
You
Don't
hesitating
take too many of
worried
those
me.
Big pills, or I'll feel like Jack and the Beanstalk, okay? Now don't crush your keyboard. And now you're about to get the strongest dosage of trivia possible without a prescription. Alright, bang your buzzer and grab the highest value. The category is, I'd like to make a pharmaceutical withdrawal. Here's the question. At what bank would you most likely make a suppository deposit? Federal Savings and Topical Cream, First Bank of the Painful Injection, National Bank of the Anus, or Credit Union of the Mouth? Go get it! It melts in your ass, not in your hands. And don't forget there's a penalty for early withdrawal. Now select the highest value and see if you hit. Coming up. Now I really need a new drug. Okay, you with me? This one's worth $4,508. Here we go. Which of these statements about Advil is false? Advil is aspirin-free, Advil is kosher, Advil contains sodium but is salt-free, or Advil contains beef byproducts. It's yours if you want it. Advil ain't kosher. So for those of you planning to serve up a big bowl for the next Jewish holiday, maybe you should order out. Alright, buzzing for the cash. Here's your category. I'm too cheap and horny to go to the drugstore. You know, nowadays condoms are a real necessity, but damn they can be expensive. If you decide to save a few bucks and make your own condoms out of natural latex, what will you need to ask of your pharmacist? May I have a bag of coal chunks, please? May I have some milky tree juice, please? May I have some lambskin, please? Or may I have a can of gasoline, please? Go for it! No, but I'll bet you $5 that the idea for lambskin condoms came from some lonely farmer. Think about it. In case you're wondering, latex is a naturally occurring milky juice that comes out of plants and trees, if you buy them dinner first. All right, it's time to choose the value. Dilly-winkle doodle snorfin'. Oh, wait a minute. Is this one of the, well, what do you know? All right, here's your real category. Daddy's secret wardrobe. Remember, the sooner you buzz in, the more money you can make. All right, tell me what phrase this rhymes with. Hey, pause lousy dress! And ignore the punctuation. First clue, it's often on a warning label. It's often on a warning label on a bottle of medication. Don't operate heavy machinery. Last clue. The medicine might make you... Make your move. Type your answer. May cause drowsiness. Yeah, that cold medicine I'm taking says that on the box, but so far it's had no effect. Okay, select the value of the question. We're calling this one, I have no parents and I'm short. Okay, play ball. Which of the following would you expect to see on a sitcom's very special episode about orphan drugs? Arnold Jackson becoming a giant, Webster on a spiritual journey, Punky Brewster being cured of a rare disease, or Buffy, Jody, and Sissy getting over colds? Take it! Drugs that can cure rare diseases are known as orphan drugs because they're unprofitable for pharmaceutical companies to develop. Just like it's unprofitable for child actors to develop during a sitcom's run. Hey, buzz into selective value. Okay, give it up for... I like my drugs in a hurry. Okay, imagine this. It's a nice spring day and you're doing a cool 75 on the freeway with your top down. Well, I mean, your car's top down. When the cops pull you over and discover 8 pounds of illegal codeine in your back seat, what sound can you make to convince them you have a legitimate reason for having it? Is it sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, or sound 4? Once again, that's sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, or sound 4. It's yours if you... Codeine is a cough suppressant. And I sure hope you've got a prescription for that open 40 ounce of malt liquor between your legs. Okay, buzz in and lock on to the highest. This one's called... You Need Drugs to Live in South Dakota. Here we go. If you consume the complimentary elixir that made South Dakota's wall drug famous, from what are you most likely suffering? Dehydration, depression, low blood sugar, or bad attitude? Go get it! Depression? No. You should have picked this. The tiny husband and wife pharmacy in Wall, South Dakota started putting signs on the highway advertising free ice water, and the rest is American and marketing history. I tried something similar growing up, but people in my neighborhood just got annoyed when I sprayed them with the hose. Okay, hit your buzzer and try to snag the highest value you can. Could I interest you in some roadkill? Buzz in when you see the item that correctly pairs up the 2 items on the screen. And don't forget, figure out the final bonus question, and I'll give you some extra cash. Are you ready to go a little bit crazy? Me too. Let's do it. Sweater buzzball and female contraceptive. What do these 2 things have in common? Sixth of an ounce and used to stir Liptons. Discontinues and Pearl Blank tooth polish. Opposite of specific and plain supermarket brand. Middle Eastern dried fruit and romantic engagement. medium, and notepad. To deceptively alter, and the D in PhD. Score! Okay, it's bonus time. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all spoon shapes? No relation whatsoever! Biblical terminology! Ways of taking medicine! Parts on medicine bottles! Types of measurements! Wow, was that sucky! Either you've never been sick, or when you reach into your medicine cabinet, you'll take anything. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. Hit your buzzer to choose the value. Well, you win some, you lose some, badly. Here's the category. RX's and O's. And right this way, please. If the Dallas Cowboys changed their name to the Drugstore Cowboys, what should fans expect to see? Quarterbacks busting shoplifters, linebackers doing lasso demonstrations, running backs robbing pharmacies, or defensive backs acting like rodeo clowns? Go for it! He's at aisle 15, aisle 10, aisle 5. He's only got the security guard left. And he's through the doorway. It's a burglary. In the movie Drugstore Cowboy, Matt Dillon and his rowdy friends rob drugstore after drugstore. Hit your buzzer to select the value. Holy something! Here's your category. What to take if you're depressed about your wart. So, have you heard of the over-the-counter herbal remedy St. John's wort? Well, if your local pharmacy runs out of St. John's wort and you decide instead to swallow an actual wart from St. John's finger, whose wart will you have to track down? Pope John I's, John the Baptist's, John King of England's, or John of Salisbury's? Take it! No, but suddenly I don't want to eat his steaks anymore. Well, what do we have here? St. John's wort is named after St. John the Baptist because it blooms on his birthday, June 24th. Isn't he lucky? Well, it's better than having a boil pop up on your ass every time it's your birthday. Now select the highest value and see. Your category is Scabs Unite for World Peace. Hey, remember back in the mid-'80s when those all-star rockers got together and formed that group Band-Aid to end world hunger? Well, if the stage had collapsed during the recording of Band-Aid's Do They Know It's Christmas, which of the following artists would not be affixing a Band-Aid to his skinned knee? Boy George, Bruce Springsteen, Phil Collins, or Sting? Go get it! The boss wasn't in Band-Aid, he was in USA for Africa. But his knees are probably all skinned up anyway, you know, from all that dancing in the dark. Alright, bang your buzzer and grab the... Ooh, don't you wish you could go back in time? Here's your category. Take this question and call me in the morning. So I go to my doctor's office the other day complaining about chest pains. He sticks a finger up my butt and gives me this prescription. Take a close look. 1 tablet Loestrin BID, 2 Prozac with milk TID, 20 Viagra in D, 3 Wigraine QID. Which of these will I be taking the most often? Viagra, Wigraine, Prozac, or Loestrin? It's yours if you want it. When you get a prescription, QID means 4 times a day. Oh, and by the way, Wigraine is for migraine headaches. It comes in a suppository. Yes, I really do have my head up my ass. Okay, select the value of the... Take 2 clues and call me in the morning. Well, on second thought, you only get 1, so pay attention. Medicine, man. Here, have a teaspoon. It's cherry flavored. There you go. Hope you feel better. Let's see your final score. There it is.
You work hard for your money. At Davidson Bank, we believe your bank should work hard for your money too. That's why we specialize in turning ordinary middle-class people like yourself into multi-quadrillionaires. Just listen.
I started off with a $300 savings